Hi guys, welcome to Country Music Social Media Sessions. I am very delighted to have Andy Pritchard, otherwise known as Pilch, on with me today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. We were just talking about the fact that your son was playing in Wimborne down near where I am, and you come down to Dorset, don't you, fairly often?
We do, yeah. In fact, we're just going to be moving down there as well. So we've just uh had an offer accepted on a house in a place called Sturminster Marshall.
I know it, yeah.
Yeah, so however long that will take,
I was
with a
yeah.
chain and all that malarkey. But yeah, so eventually we're going to be moving down there, which will be cool.
Oh, that's amazing. Yes, well, we might see you at more gigs then if we have you down.
Yeah.
It's quite a good mood,
Well,
live.
if you ever need a support act,
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So we had your latest single, Tick Tick Tick, which has got very good response from radio. And tell us a bit more about it. What inspires you? Because I love it. I think it's great. It's just brilliant. Turned up loud, driving. It's a fantastic song. I think it's brilliant. So tell us what gave you the inspiration for it and what are your plans next.
Tick, tick, tick. Well, I mean, it's definitely a song to listen to loud. It's a
Absolutely,
good one
yes.
if you're driving and make you speed probably. But you know, the it's basically about that thing when someone is you hear that someone's talking about you and saying things that aren't true and there's nothing you can do. And it's the sort of frustration and of being powerless. And yeah, so that's where it came from really in the first place. But the next song I've got coming out is on the 12th of July, which is completely different. So Tick 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 was full of angst and yeah, sort of trapped aggression or whatever.
Let off.
And letting off steam, yeah, that's probably a nicer way of putting it. And the next one is called Come What May, and it's kind of a much more uplifting thing. This is the most country I've ever been. This has got fiddles on it, not fiddles, it's got banjos on it and pedal steel and
Love it.
come what may. It's about, you know, the things that life throws at you, not letting them pin you down, and you're going to be all right, you're going to be okay, come what may. So I'm really looking forward to that coming out. Work with the same producer I've been working with for years, a guy called Darren Loveday, who is just a sensational guitarist. So I'm blessed that on each of my songs you get a scorching lead break provided by Darren. So that's really
Important,
cool.
isn't it, to have a producer and someone you can work with that you trust implicitly, that you know is going to give that your music an extra upper level. That's what you want. That's what we all hope for, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's about, I think I've done about 18 songs with him now.
Yeah,
So he kind of just gets me. It's
yeah,
really that it's and he's also very reassuring because when you go in the studio, it's like, right, you've written it, you're going to sing it. It's my job to produce it. And I find that really liberating. Where I think some musicians feel, oh no, it's mine, don't, you know.
yeah.
But he says, no, you've done your bit, you've written it, you're going to sing it, you're going to play it, I'm going to produce it. And it's just great, great
That's
man to work with.
and come what may. So when we're expecting that, because we'll have to obviously have it here, we'll get it sent out as soon as we can as well.
Yeah, that'll be, so I've just scheduled it up for the 12th of July. So that's the 2nd February and July. And then I've got a couple more lined up for later in the year.
Oh,
I've got
you
one I'm really, yeah, yeah, I've got one I'm really excited about. So I wrote this song about a guitarist who used to be famous 40 years ago and is now working nights in a factory that paid the rent. It's called Nobody Jones. And again, Darren really bought into this idea of this guy who was a really legendary guitarist and then has found himself down in his uppers. So I think that'll probably come out around Christmas time.
Oh, I look forward to hearing that. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Get them to us as soon as and with your bio, and we'll make sure they go out to radio because you've been very popular. And I knew of you from the UK Country Awards, where I think we met briefly a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I
and then
think you won the Angel Award. Didn't you win the Angel Award that
I did.
night?
Yeah, I did. That was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
lovely. Actually, really surprising to be nominated for that.
Right.
But with you, with your music, I say I like your last single is fantastic, and it's been it's very radio friendly as well, which I think why it's been so popular because it's just out there. It's a great summer tune as well. I think it's one of those songs that just gets people up. It's just uplifting, it's fun, it's angsty, and people love a bit of attitude in a song, don't they? So
Yeah,
we had you
I
here.
must finish the video.
Yes, yes, we'd love to see the video as well.
Yeah, yeah, I must finish the video.
Well, you've been with us here at Country Music Social Media, not for very long, but we've loved having
Yeah.
you on so far, and looking forward to all your new music. How are you finding working with Ken and I? Are you getting on all right? Everything okay with it? You know, with just I know
Oh,
Ken's
it's fine.
quite active.
No, it's fantastic. I think you do a fantastic job. It's like, you know, you must be the world's greatest networkers. I mean, to have so many DJs in so many territories and stuff, it's just amazing. And like as a musician like myself, without without you guys, you just feel when you release something, it's just flopping out there into the void. Whereby I feel you're actually out there pushing it and working it. It's a joy for us.
Well, it's a joy for us to work with you as well, Andy. I can assure you. And you can find that social media and radio play, when I found it when I first started, it's a bit of a minefield. It's knowing where to start, where do you get the contacts, and what we've tried to do is build, obviously a network of database for radio for people like you.
Mm.
We've got a lot more coming as well. We're actually getting a new database as well, hopefully soon, working with radio stations,
Um,
getting on board all around the world. So your music has been played on some of the larger stations, but also some of the smaller internet stations that have a lot of loyal
yeah,
listeners. But they could be anywhere in the world, and the beauty of that is the
yeah.
fact that you'll suddenly hear your song played in somewhere you wouldn't even expect.
Well,
And
that's what I've got a contact from that DJ. Is it Galaxy 107
oh,
in
New
New
Zealand, that's
Zealand?
fantastic. Yeah,
I mean, goodness sake, New Zealand. That's
they've
a
got a lot
long
of
way
listeners.
from North London.
It's a long way away from London. And also, they've got a lot of listeners. They've got a very big network of listeners as well. I've been on there a few times. If you hook up with them, they'll get you an interview. If you'd like to have an interview with them,
Mm.
and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
yeah, they're brilliant, and they get lots of they're very interactive as well. So that would be fantastic for you, I think. So yeah, hook up with Barbara, and she'll sort you out an interview, no problem.
I
So
will
what are your
do.
plans for the future then? Because obviously you're moving down near us, which is fantastic. So you've got new music coming out later. You've got Come What May coming out next month, and then you've got another one coming out around Christmas. Is it plans for an
Yeah,
album?
I might have I might sneak another one in between because I recorded another one which is bizarrely about internet bullying.
Okay.
Uh, I work at Chicken Shed Theatre part-time, which is inclusive
Yeah.
theatre for kids, and you get to see, when I'm at work, you get to see the effect that mobile phones have on teenagers up front. Like, so I wrote this song about a girl who's having a bad time with internet abuse. So that one's called Wakes Up Crying, and I might sneak that out in between the two, I think.
You know what? That'd be a really
And then
good.
might try and combine all the last batch of songs I've released. I might make them into an album, I think, for the new year with a few more tracks with it.
I think it's a good idea.
Um,
You've got some fantastic tracks and you've also got a lot of ideas. But the one about the mobile phone and internet bullying at the moment is very rife. And I think that's really poignant, very current at the moment.
mm,
I think that's something that would actually be very beneficial. Just for one person to hear that could be actually really
yeah,
beneficial. You can help one person, then you're doing your job.
that's the
Music
thing, isn't it?
forms, doesn't it? People can, I mean, mental health is very important. And I'm so glad that I didn't have social media and phones when I was a teenager because
Oh,
I've got a teenage daughter.
I'd have been dreadful. When I had a mop of red hair, so I would have been in big trouble. I would have been a one-eyed ginger. That's not the best, not the best way to go forward. But yeah,
If you're
and I think, sorry, say that.
You could have used the one-eyed ginger if you're doing for an advantage. You'd have your own networking site or something that for other
Well,
people.
yeah, that'd be that. Yeah, good. One-eyedginger.com. Perhaps that's what I should do.
But it is very important, and so I've got a teenage daughter myself, and I don't like. I mean, luckily she's not that bothered about social media now. She's kind of got bored of it and moved on, which is thank goodness.
Mm,
But it's a very important subject, and I would love to hear that as well. I think that would be fantastic. Get it out there, let people listen to it because you're an amazing
yeah.
artist. So
Oh, thank you.
God. And hopefully we'll have many more months, years with you, and keep putting out the music.
Yeah,
It's
I will
great.
do. And
So
thank you so much for what
you're welcome.
you think is really good.
No, anything,
Pleasure.
you know where we are. So anything you need, just contact us, send me a message, or Ken, or whatever. We're going to play one of your tracks at the end of this show. So further down the road, we're going to play.
Further down the road, yeah, further down the road is a tongue-in-cheek look at getting older.
Okay, well then, for all those people who are getting older, you might like this one. Thank you very much for joining
Yeah,
me, aka Pilch. Do check him out
pleasure.
on Spotify, all the social media pages. It's under Pilch Music, and we'll speak to you very soon. Take care. Bye.
I've hidden my six-pack just to keep it safe. Started wearing baggy pants cause the tight ones chafe. Wrinkles round my eyes from staring at these lights. I've gotta buy a new belt cause these holes ain't right. The package may be damaged but the goods are fine. I'm 30 years better than I was in my prime. Ain't no movie star, I'm just a rock that's rolled. We ain't getting old, we're just further down the road and it's all further down the road. Legs are getting longer, I can't reach my boots. Knees are getting creaky and my teeth are loose. Memory's not so good, in fact it's nearly gone. And I can't read a thing without my glasses on. Looking kind of haggard, but I've earned each line. I'm still top of the class if you want a good time. No juvenile delinquent, I'm a rock that's rolled. We ain't getting old, we're just further down the road and it's all further down the road. Further down the road. Further down the road. Yeah, and even though my left hand shakes, I can drink with my right. Still got a few moves if you're looking for a fight. I can't break dance, but I can two-step slow. And if someone comes running, well, let them come running. There's nothing they can do that's gonna stop me being the star of the show. We ain't getting old, we're just further down the road.